What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. Today was the official announcement of the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, so everything is official. We got pricing, we have the official release date, we have official specs, pictures on this phone, details about the phone, so let's jump right into it. First off, let's talk about the cost of the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Now, the cost of the phone, if you buy it directly from Samsung, which you end up getting an unlocked version of the Galaxy S9, will cost you $719.99. If you want the Galaxy S9 Plus, you're looking at $839.99. Now, again, these are unlocked prices, and this is not a big jump from last year's prices, only a $5 increase and $15 increase respectively on those devices. AT&T, if you buy it outright, it's going to cost you $790.20. The S9 Plus will be $915. Verizon charging $800 for the S9 and $930 for the S9 Plus. And with T-Mobile, you're looking at $720 for the S9 plus $120 down payments. That makes it $840 for the S9 in total, and the S9 Plus $840, and then add another $120. So you're looking at $960 if you buy it through Best Buy. Best Buy will give you $100 off if you pre-order through Verizon, AT&T, or Sprint on March 2nd only. So let's talk about pricing there for a little bit. You're definitely better off buying it directly. If you have the money, buy it directly from Samsung. You can even finance it through them if you want, but ultimately buy it through Samsung if you have the money outright. You're gonna save almost $100 maybe in some cases. So it's definitely worth it to go with them. Otherwise, I would say, I know a lot of people don't like it, buy it through Best Buy. You'll save $100. That'll bring it back in line price-wise with what Samsung sells it for over the carrier pricing. Next up, let's talk about the official specs for Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. On the Galaxy S9, you're looking at a 5.8-inch display, 6.2 on the Galaxy S9 Plus, Android 8 Oreo. Processor in the US is a Snapdragon 845, and then the rest of the world, it is an Exynos 9810. For storage, it does run the gamut, 64, 128, 256 gigabyte. I don't think you're gonna have those choices here in America anyway, but it looks like those are the storage mounts all throughout the world for both phones. 4 gigabytes of RAM on the S9, 6 gigabytes on the S9 Plus. On the rear camera on the S9, you're looking at a super speed dual pixel, 12 megapixel sensor with optical image stabilization, 1.5 and 2.4 apertures. On the front, 8 megapixel with a 1.7 aperture. On the S9 Plus, the camera, you're looking at dual camera with dual OIS, one with a wide angle super speed dual pixel, 12 megapixel sensor with 1.5 and 2.4 aperture, and then the other lens is a telephoto 12 megapixel 2.4 aperture lens, and then on the front the same 8 megapixel 1.7 aperture. As for the batteries, 3000 milliamps in the Galaxy S9 and 3500 in the Galaxy S9 Plus. Both have fast charging, quick charge 2.0, which is now 2 generations behind. Also have fast wireless charging. The other big things is you are now getting dual stereo speakers on the Samsung phones. These are supposed to be the loudest sounding speakers on any Galaxy phone ever, which is really great to see. A 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, IP68, and it comes in the colors of midnight black, lilac purple, coral blue, and titanium gray. Other than that, some other takeaways from it is it does have 960 frames per second slow motion video that does record in 720p, 240 frames records in 1080p, and then it does record 4K at 60 frames per second, which would match the iPhone, last iPhone that came out, so that it can do that kind of stuff as well. So, but that's pretty much everything that was pretty much said. Obviously some other stuff will come out as time goes on, as more people get their hands on the phone, but is it a big jump from the Galaxy S8, S8 Plus? No, but I think, like I keep saying, guys, it's evolutionary rather than revolutionary. I still think when people get this in their hands, I still think people are going to be impressed with it over last year's phone. I think you're going to get better performance. I think that camera is really going to blow some people away. The emojis that they talked about, it looked pretty cool. I mean, you take a picture and it turns your face into an emoji that looks like your face. It definitely doesn't move as smooth when they're talking on camera with the emojis versus how Apple's works, but overall it's a step in the right direction to at least get some kind of differentiation with emojis and add some personalization versus what iPhone does, because iPhone just uses like animals and things like that. But overall, That's your information on the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Let me know what you guys think of the phone. I think some of you are going to be like, I don't care about it, but ultimately I still think it's an exciting phone at that. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you down the road. Peace.